Is it Guaifenesin or Guaifenesin? Find out today. Welcome to the Pharmacist's Voice Podcast, episode 313. I'm your host, Ohio pharmacist Kim Newlove. We're working our way through the alphabet from A to Z in my drug pronunciation series, and today's episode covers the letter G. G is for Guaifenesin. I picked Guaifenesin for the letter G because it's relevant this month. Guaifenesin is a very popular expectorant among people sick with chest colds, and as it's January, people are commonly sick right now with chest colds. We're skipping the brand names today, by the way, and we're just going over Guaifenesin. I'll divide Guaifenesin into syllables, tell you which syllable to emphasize, and share my source. The written pronunciation can be helpful as you learn a new drug name, so you can find that in the show notes on thepharmacistvoice.com. I have learners from a range. I've got people coming to the United States that have never heard these drug names before. I have young people going to college. I've got pharmacy technicians that listen to this series. So if you are a seasoned pharmacist wondering, why did she pick Guaifenesin? I'm just giving you some context. There are many, many people from around the world that listen to this series. I cater to many levels of learners. So with that in mind, if you are new to the word Guaifenesin, after you finish listening today, I recommend that you practice saying Guaifenesin until you master it. Repetition is the key to mastery. Guaifenesin has 4 syllables. Gwye, which rhymes with Qui, as in Qui-Gon, the name of a Jedi Master from the Star Wars series of movies. If you're familiar with American pop culture, there you go. Qui-Gon was a Jedi Master. The next syllable is fen, like the fender on a car. Which is the schwa-e sound, or the short e sound, like the e in the middle of the word elephant. And sin, like the sin of envy, which you will experience when you're sick and everyone around you is healthy and doesn't need Guaifenesin like you. Put all 4 syllables together and you get Guaifenesin. Emphasize fen. See if you can hear the emphasis when I say it again. Guaifenesin. Guaifenesin. What's my source? I have 2. They are the USP Dictionary Online and MedlinePlus.gov. MedlinePlus is a free resource, while the USP Dictionary Online is a subscription-based resource. The written pronunciation is identical in both resources. So if you'd like to see where I got my information, just use whichever resource you have access to. Links to both resources are in the show notes on thepharmacistvoice.com. Now, if you need the pronunciation guide to help you with the vowels that are long and short and how to say the consonants, again, just in case you're new to the English language, there is a link to the pronunciation guide in the show notes on thepharmacistvoice.com. It is available at no charge on the American Medical Association's website. We're getting towards the end already here. Let's review. I divided Guaifenesin into syllables, told you which syllable to emphasize, and I shared my sources. The written pronunciation is in the show notes, and now all you need to do is practice saying Guaifenesin, and you'll master it too. Look at the written pronunciation with the emphasis on fen in the show notes while you practice. It will help. And that's all I have for you today. This was like a very long voicemail message. Thank you for joining me to learn how to say Guaifenesin. To find the show notes, go to thepharmacistvoice.com, click the podcast tab, and find episode 313. In the show notes, you will find the written pronunciation for Guaifenesin, a link to the USP Dictionary Online, a link to MedlinePlus, a link to the pronunciation guide on the American Medical Association's website, links to the other 46 episodes in this drug pronunciation series, my social media links, and more. LinkedIn is my favorite. I love LinkedIn. If you are on LinkedIn too, feel free to reach out and connect. I gotta just put a couple of words in for my services real quick, and then we'll wrap this up. If you are looking for a medical narrator for your voiceover project, I can help. Among other things, I'm a medical narrator. Go to thepharmacistvoice.com, hit the contact tab, and leave me a message. Tell me about your project. What's the scope of the project? Do you have a script? What's your budget? And what's your deadline? I'd be happy to work with you. Message me through my website, thepharmacistvoice.com. If you know someone who would like to learn how to say Guaifenesin, like someone new to U.S. drug names, please share this episode with them. And if you like this podcast, come on back. I've got lots more episodes coming up in 2025. Subscribe to or follow the Pharmacist Voice podcast on your favorite podcast player and YouTube to get each new episode right when it comes out. Thanks for listening today. I'll talk to you next week.